Martin Madden. I'm with the Overhead Door Company of South Bend. I'm CEO and partner. I've been involved here for 5.5 years, almost 6 years. We're in a middle market, Midwestern town. Historically, we'd always been the largest in the area, but since I've gotten involved, we've been fortunate enough to double in size, not only through an improved economy, but also through pretty dedicated efforts to grow.
Yeah, thank you. So, Martin, about a year ago, you and I connected on an opportunity to form a peer performance group for similar size and similar businesses in the door and dock industry. So what are some of the benefits that you gained from being a part of that group over the last year?
It's really opened our eyes up to possibilities around the country, different ways of doing things, different types of markets, best practices for improving our own business. Just the networking. Sometimes the commiseration of being in the door industry is fantastic. So it's been a great resource, makes you feel like you're not alone, that you've got a group of well-respected other business leaders in the door industry who can help your business continue to grow and prosper.
Right, good. So I know that the Overhead Door of South Bend is also a member of the International Door Association, the IDA group. What are some things that you think this group offers you that are different from being a member of a large organization like IDA?
Sure. We love our IDA membership. It's great to connect with other distributors around the country, other manufacturers, get training and education. We've had a lot of our guys get certified. The best part of the Door Performance Group, however, is the intimacy. The fact that you get to know a handful of similarly situated door companies on a much more detailed level, on a much more personal level. And through those relationships, it provides a tremendous number of opportunities to talk about your business, to improve it, to learn from others.
Right. So as a part of, not just as a part of the networking and getting to know people on an intimate level, and one of the distinctions of that, it's the networking, it's getting to learn about different products and situations that they face. One of the real unique benefits of the performance group is sort of really getting to financial benchmarks and comparison of your organization against that of your peers. Talk a little bit about that and how that maybe that's helped your business, or you've been able to bring insight to your business.
Sure. I'm actually a recovering CPA. I've got a background in the finance industry in addition to manufacturing, and I'm very much a numbers person and very much look at the business through profitability and margin eyes. And having benchmark comparisons against a really tight peer group of people is fantastic. Not only seeing what those numbers are and what possibilities might be for us, but also getting a chance to talk to those people. How did you achieve this? What did you do? It shortens the learning curve to making great improvement in your company.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're a recovering CPA, and which, as many people would say, that probably doesn't translate well oftentimes to a door business, right? But you invested in this business several years ago from the outside the industry and doing different things. And how would you say that being a part of this peer performance group has been a benefit to you from coming outside of the industry and not being someone who grew up in this industry installing doors or that kind of thing? How's that helped you?
It's helped because I'm not a product guy. I'm a business guy. I've got experience in finance accounting. I've got experience in manufacturing. I've got experience in other service business. But when it comes to the product and the solutions that are possible for customers, I don't have a strong background in. Being in a group with technical experts has been helpful to round out my skill set and view and run the business much better than previous.
Yeah. So you come from the outside. You invest in a door company. You become a part of this group at a very integral time in the industry where we're beginning to see and the real onset of massive consolidation has started happening in the industry, which is both the service companies as well as the manufacturing situation. And so with the consolidation and the changes that are happening in our industry right now, do you think participating in a group like this is more or less important for people who are looking to grow in this industry?
It's absolutely critical. As I've mentioned, I've been in other industries that have consolidated previously. It's late to the door industry, and they follow a pretty consistent and well-worn pattern, regardless of the business. And the manufacturers consolidate, distribution consolidates, and you need to be out front of that. So if we were not a part of this group, we would be left to trade publication magazines, which kind of helpful, but is stale and old information. Now we're part of a network. We get information quickly. We understand what's going on in different parts of the country. We understand how big players in the market might be moving and what their strategies are. So it's helpful to get that information in a real-time basis, as well as figure out how do we respond. Being a part of other or among other similarly sized businesses, we can craft strategies that that'll be successful in a time of consolidation.
Yeah, so the consolidation has not just been that of service businesses. We've also seen it from a manufacturing standpoint, which creates complexity in your supply chain and with your vendors. As a part of this group, how has it really helped you to look at or helped you to develop a strategy associated with the way you manage vendors or the way that you look at the products that you represent and the way that you service those in this market in South Bend? Sure.
Well, we're an overhead door ribbon distributor, which means the vast majority of our purchases come from Overhead Door Corporation, the manufacturer. And being a part of a group of peers who are not necessarily ribbon distributors, we have an understanding of what standards are in the marketplace in the door industry in terms of manufacturer performance, manufacturer innovation, manufacturer standards and products. So it's allowed us to redefine our expectations from our primary vendor as to what we should expect to succeed in the marketplace.
Yeah. So that lays a foundation for, you mentioned the communication with your peers and in the network, the closeness and the intimacy of that group, the complexities associated with supply chain, financial benchmarks. Those are some of the things we've really begun to work on in year one of this group. What are some things you'd like to see or that you look forward to seeing more of as this group develops going into the second year?
Just an opportunity to deepen those relationships. The first couple meetings are about, where are you from, what's your business about, but as you start to develop those relationships, where do those conversations go? Do you have a product line that is really important to you that we should possibly take over? Does it make sense to collaborate at a deeper level? I'm looking forward to seeing the results of deeper and closer relationships.